real tight. I have got it real tight, and I hope the sound is also on. Okay, you have the images, right? All of you. How many of us are here? Just three of us are here. Huh? Just three of us are here. Hulda, Muskan, and Sindhu. Uh, One girl said she is not well, so she's not coming. But do we wait for others or do we just start? What do you say?
We'll
We
start,
will
sir.
start, sir.
We'll start, you know? Like, okay. Um, okay. Let me make the necessary changes to the. Okay, I'm trying to cut as much as possible. Okay, let me show you the image. Of course, all of you have the image anyway, but still, I would like to show the image. Um, okay, so this is what we'll do. Huh? Uh, we won't do it like a photograph. We will try to do it as freely as possible. Okay, so that we will have a uh, the brushstroke very clearly seen and so on and so forth. Okay, so I have stopped. As more people come, automatically the recording, my recording will keep changing. So we'll have to go through that again and again. Huh? Okay. So the nose is not in the center, slightly below center. You know, if we keep the nose here, the ear goes there, and another ear goes there, almost the same level. This is AI, of course. Huh? Well, Muskan chose that, right? AI, isn't it, Muskan?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, it is AI. And okay, let's see how it goes. Huh? I'm going to draw with a HP pencil. We know, like I will, of course, keep saying what needs to be said. Except for watercolor, we don't draw with pencil. We know that. Except for watercolor, we don't draw with pencil. So here I'm drawing with pencil so that we will have a clear idea of what we have to do. So here there is a small cut and still it goes down. Okay, we'll stop it here. Here we have some fur, fur growth, and there is some fur growth here. We'll just keep marking these things so that when we actually come to it, that's the center line. When we actually come to it, we might not go into this kind of a detailing. Okay. But we have to draw this out so that, let me see, we'll go like that. And then we have to draw this out so that we'll have a clear understanding of what we have to paint and what we don't have to paint. Okay, let me clean my eraser. So every time we take an eraser, even if the eraser has been cleaned by us before we put it away, always clean the eraser and check for any dirt. Like sometimes, like this, there could be No, that could be a little bit of paint. You erase that and the paint could stick there. And if it is with a watercolor or anything, poster color, even that can stain the paper, which you will not be able to take away. That will look like a very bad mistake. huh? If it is oil paint, your drawing is gone. See, when we are working, we always plan that this is going to be our product and probably we will sell this, isn't it? We probably will sell this. So a buyer will not buy a damaged product. We won't, right? Just like us, a buyer will not buy a damaged product. So that will be considered a damage. Okay, once again, I'm telling you, we might not go in for this kind of a detailing. Okay, but still, if we plan to do the detailing, we should know what detailing to do and what not to do. Because without that, because without that, when we want to do the detailing, we can't be drawing again. huh? So there is a center line which is going like that. Though it is not symmetrical, uh, some symmetry has been created by uh, the software, artificial intelligence. Artificial intelligence is just another software. Somebody came in and the recording shifted. Okay, so I have to stop and start again. When somebody else, probably, probably this, I don't know what else do you want to do. Is there anything else that you people want to do? Is there anything else that you people want to do? Hello. Uh,
I don't think so. Right now, we have anything else. So
Nothing else, na? So maybe we can close the uh, classes with today if you want. If we can close the classes with today. Uh, and I'll find out and let you know. I'll ask Sweta to let you know about that. Okay, because I don't want to decide on that because administration could have other plans, like announce another many other things. But I would personally um, ask you people to plan. My conversation is abruptly ending like that because no, but the drawing is also very intriguing. huh? Okay, so the eye comes and joins there, right? Okay, fine. That's exactly what I wanted to know. You know, it comes like that, and the eye comes and joins here. Hmm? We talk about wire mesh, don't we? Hmm? We talk about wire mesh saying, okay, this comes and joins here. Okay. Mm, okay, my personal advice to you about this, like what we are going to do later, how we are going to use this knowledge that we have gained here. We have gained a lot of knowledge, right? We have gained a lot of knowledge, and how we are going to use it. One, we can be professional painters, painters who do painting and sell. Simultaneously, we can also be teachers, right? We can also be teachers. Um, see, if you sort of are aware of what is happening around us, uh, most of the people who are teachers are not doing this because they think, oh, I know, I have learned this, I want to teach this to people. They just take it as another job, another job like going to a bank or working in a transport company or working in a, whatever. Not as a great chance to teach people about greater things in life. Yeah. A teacher teaches greater things in life, right? I hope you agree to that. Uh, the blackness comes out here. There is a small, and from here there are some drawings. Like when you do uh, a drawing for a painting, and you do a drawing for a painting, you have to get the drawing pakka. We keep saying that, right? We have to keep the drawing pakka. If the drawing is not perfect, as you're working, when you come to a stage where you start painting, and suddenly you'll realize that you don't know what to paint where. I don't have to tell you, okay, the iris is there, the pupil is here, I'm leaving the highlight. I don't have to tell you, like all that you know. Okay, as we are doing this, you can be thinking and planning if you want anything more to be done in our class. I think today's class is 40. Usually we have 48 classes. Okay, after 48, two classes will be for revising things, theory, revising theory basically. Okay, we revise theory for 2 or 3 classes, 2 classes basically. But all of you are going to go for Bridge Academy exam is what you're planning. So my serious advice would be one, uh, change your change your idea and tell the concerned people that you want. to go for university exam, next exam, now 6 months from now. I think it's going to be 6 months from now. I'm not very sure. Or it could be earlier. Okay, the nose is going to come here. Okay, so the nose comes up to that. How many of you think that you don't need university exam at all? How many of you who are here think that you don't need university exam at all? And I would like to find out why you don't want university examination. If it is because of some reason that can be solved, we can sit and solve it, you know. Or if you have a very clear idea of why you don't want to write university exam, that's fine. Hmm? I will also understand why you don't want to write, because this is a very rare opportunity that you get to write a university exam on fine arts with this kind of a knowledge. Hmm? It comes up to that. Okay. Here, the nostril is not very clearly seen. Okay. Mm, but still, I'm going to draw the nostril. If I can do something to enhance the picture and check it out. Can you see how sensitive my drawing is? Huh? So take time to draw. Okay. And your painting won't take that much time to get the drawing right. Okay. So this goes like that. From there, it comes here. This goes and joins here. That is the depression that we have here. That's the depression that we have here. That goes and joins there. Okay, there is a line out here which goes like that. Okay, I'll make this slightly bigger. This is the white of the thing. Okay, that becomes okay, and the muzzle goes up to that. This is the black out here. It is slightly off center. This is slightly off center. என்ன அப்படியே ஆன் அடிச்சுட்டு நிக்குது இருந்தாலே. Okay. Okay, see, Can somebody start the conversation as to why some of you don't want to do the university exam and do only the yeah. There's nothing wrong in doing the university examination to start with, isn't it? There doesn't seem to be anything wrong. Oh, if I do the university examination, then I will have this problem, huh? Isn't it? Or is there something like that? Hello, Muskan. Probably you can start the conversation. Man.
So I actually didn't have much idea about the university exam,
Ah,
so I wasn't thinking like I'll be doing so much in this.
okay.
So I haven't planned like yet what will I be doing in future.
Okay, like future, what you will be doing is a totally, uh, say, that's a very different debate. Because this exam, unless you write it as early as possible. Okay, so these two people who wrote the examination wrote it this this time, even before the course was completed. We have completed the syllabus, but our course is still going on. As you know, like what we are doing is the course, isn't it? Um, okay, so this comes and joins here. No, the year comes up to that, that comes up to that, and everything starts from here. Okay. Huh? ஓ யாரையோ என்னத்தையோ எடுக்க சொல்றதுக்காக செஞ்சிட்டு இருக்காந்தாலே. We can draw the ஆமா வேற ஒன்று செஞ்சிட்டு இருக்கு. இந்த ஆளு தான். Okay, so the red belt goes from here and disappears here. Okay, disappears here. The red belt comes from here. The red belt comes from here. என்னப்ல? Okay, the drawing is fine. These people wanted to write the exam even before the course is over because they said they can't wait for uh, September or October is going to be the next exam, something like that, they said. Remember any date that they gave earlier?
சார் ஜான்வரி சொன்னாங்க சார்.
ஜான்வரின்னு சொன்னாங்களா? ஓகே, டிசம்பர் ஜான்வரி இல்லையா? December, January. So, because they couldn't wait that long for whatever reason, and so they wrote the examination now. So, if you can, so automatically this group will have an offer to write the examination in January or December or January. This group will be given a choice. If you want, you can write the examination now. Okay. So, um, so you people can actually write the examination during that time. Huh? I would request you to apply for the examination. Tell the Sweta that you're going to be appearing for the January examination, and please write the examination, because whatever you're going to be doing later, that is not going to be disturbed by uh, appearing for this examination. How will it disturb you? Hmm? Yes, Muskan, Hulda. How will it disturb you in any way?
Sir, I'm going to write university exam, but in January.
Okay,
Despite
okay,
my
fine.
present- Yeah.
Okay, okay, fine. Yeah, that's great. Okay. Um, so I would request you, all of you, to just wait till January and write the examination. Mm, see, these two people have already written the examination. Have they? Are they here both? ரெண்டு பேர் இருக்கீங்களாமா? Are you guys here? No. எக்ஸாம் எழுதின ஆளுங்க நீ இருக்கே இல்லம்மா? இல்லையா? இல்ல.
சண்முகப்பிரியா இருக்காங்க சார்.
சண்முகப்பிரியா, you are there, na? சண்முகப்பிரியா?
சார் சொல்லுங்க சார், நான் இருந்தேன் சார்.
எக்ஸாம் எழுதினீங்களா நீ?
ஆமா.
So
ஆமாங்க சார்.
just tell them how the examination was.
சார் ரொம்ப ஈஸியா இருந்துச்சு சார். என்ன
Yes.
தியரி பார்ட் வந்துட்டு என்ன நம்ம கலெக்ட் பண்ணிருக்கோமோ அதுல இருந்து எல்லாமே எல்லா ஆன்சர்ஸும் எழுதுற மாதிரி இருந்துச்சு சார். வைவாவும் வந்துட்டு தியரி ரிலேட்டடா தான் சார் கேட்டாங்க.
தியரி ரிலேட்டடா தான் இருந்துச்சு. So
ஆனா
it was
கொஞ்சம் நல்லா
theory related.
டீடைல்டாவே வைவா கேட்டாங்க சார் கொஞ்சம்.
Why the reason why they went detailed into the Viva is because they knew that you have that knowledge. If you don't have that knowledge, they won't be interested. Because you have that knowledge, you showed the record notebooks and the classwork notebook was also there, right?
கண்டிப்பா சார். அது கிளாஸ் ஒர்க் வேணாம்னு சொல்லிட்டாங்க சார். என்ன சப்மிட் பண்ணமோ அதை மட்டும் காட்டுங்கன்னு சொன்னாங்க சார். அப்புறம் அது ரிலேட்டடாவே ஆயில் பென்னா அதை பத்தின சும்மா நான் இதுல கரெக்ஷன்ஸ் எல்லாம் நல்லா பண்ணலாமா, பண்ண முடியுமா முடியாதா அந்த மாதிரி. அப்புறம் லைட் இது பென்சில் ஷேடிங்ல வந்துட்டு லைட் அண்ட் ஷேடோ பத்தி அதுல என்ன டெக்னிக், அந்த கியாரோஸ்கூரோ அதை பத்தி கேட்டாங்க. அப்புறம் பிசிக்கல் எலமெண்ட்ஸ் ஏதாவது சொல்லி நீங்களே எக்ஸ்பிளைன் பண்ணுங்க உங்களோட டிராயிங்ல அப்படின்லாம் கேட்டாங்க.
so what the Viva, actually everything else, the theory was also very easy, isn't it?
ஆமா சார், எல்லாமே டைரக்ட் क्वेश्चन, ரொம்ப யோசிச்சு எழுதுற மாதிரி எல்லாம் எதுவும் இல்ல சார்.
இல்ல
எல்லாமே ரிப்பீட்டட் क्वेश्चंस வேற சார். 3 மார்க்ல எழுதுனதே 5 மார்க்ல எழுதுற மாதிரி, 5 மார்க்ல எழுதுனதே 10 மார்க்ல எழுதுற மாதிரி.
10 marks அதே the same thing came for 10 marks too.
ஆமா.
So it was like almost like game, like a college, a graduate student writing a 10th standard paper. It was like that. So I always I always tell you people that you have the knowledge of a graduate student, BFA student, maybe more than a graduate student's knowledge. அப்படிதானே இருந்துச்சு? Right, okay man. இதுக்கு மாத்திரம் கலர் பேக்ரவுண்டுக்கு மாத்திரம் கொஞ்சம் போல I'll just keep the color and then come to that. ஏன்னா இந்த கலர் வைக்கலைன்னா நான் ப்ராப்ளம் ஆயிடும் எனக்கு. See, I am changing the colors without fear, because that's not like we mix the color and try to get it flat. Don't try to get it flat. Let there be texture. This paper has been slightly damaged. I don't understand how, because this is Canson 300 ASA 25% cotton paper, and still it's slightly damaged. Okay, that doesn't matter, but I'm just telling you. Can you see, like the paper is blotting the color. The color is not staying on top of the paper. பிரேமா யாரோ வந்திருக்காங்கப்பா அஃபிஷியல்ஸ், நீ ஏன் போய் இல்லை நான் நிற்க முடியாது. ஆமா, என்ன நீ போய் சும்மா போய் பாக்குற மாதிரி போய் நில்லு, ஏன்னா அவர் மாத்திரம் நின்றுட்டு இருக்கிற மாதிரி இல்லாம. எஸ் பிரேமா கொஞ்சம் போய் சார், ஐம் இன் மை கிளாஸ் சார், பிரேமாஸ் கம்மிங் டே. அந்த அம்மாவையும் கூப்பிட்டுப்பா, லட்சுமி அவங்களை எல்லாம் கூப்பிட்டுப்பா. Okay, so like our area water problem is being addressed, but I don't want to go because if I go there, then our work will suffer. I can't do that. So I would request you guys to. Is there anybody else who doesn't want to do the examination in January? Even those who are not here, and who haven't come to class and who don't come to class regularly. That's a sad thing. But even those people, I would. I would like to know if there is any reason why you don't want to write the examination. If there is a problem that can be solved. No, I have a problem, so I don't want to write the examination. If that is the case, முடியல என்னால, so இதனால முடியல. In that case, I can try to solve your problem. But
Sir, photo, sir.
oh, sorry. Okay. Okay, so that is the drawing. Why has this shifted now? Shifted. This is, you people are here, so I shouldn't be blaming you for this. But do you understand that this is almost an insult? You know, I'm having a special class. The classes are over. You can come for the examination, is what we are saying. And I'm having a special class on your demand. Yeah, you people are demanding that. And half the people are not here.
சார் கிளாஸ் ஆரம்பிச்சதுல இருந்தே 5-6 பேர் தான் சார் இருக்கும்.
அதாவது 5-6 பேர் இல்லம்மா, 4 பேர் தான் இருக்கீங்க. Just 4 people are here.
இல்ல சார், இப்ப சொல்ல சார், முன்ன இருந்தே சார் நான் ரொம்ப நிறைய கிளாஸஸே வந்து 5 to 6 தான் இருப்போம் சார்.
ஆமா. இல்ல இது ஓகே. ஸோ எனக்கு ஒன்றும் கெட்டு போகல. எனக்கு என்ன வந்துச்சு இல்ல. ஆனா என்ன விளங்கலைன்னா, இந்த வராத ஆளுகளுக்கு என்ன விளங்கலைன்னா, என்ன மிஸ் பண்றாங்கன்னு உங்களுக்கு தெரியல. என்ன மிஸ் பண்றாங்கன்றது தெரியல. அதாவது எல்லாம் முடிஞ்சதுக்கு அப்புறம் அதான் ரெக்கார்டிங் இருக்குல்ல, ரெக்கார்டிங் போட்டு பார்த்தா முடிஞ்சு போச்சு. அப்புறம் இன்னும் ஒரு பர்டிகுலர் வாத்தியாரு, ஒன் டீச்சர் ஃப்ரம் the bridge, what is it called? 8th grade system. I conduct workshops for them. And I'm not saying this to insult anybody or irritate anybody or whatever, but we have to understand certain things in life. So I conduct workshops for teachers online. So the teachers come and tell us, we want this subject. Well, just like you have asked me to do this watercolor. We had a discussion, you know. It's not as if I am doing something on my own. We had a discussion. And in that discussion, you said, okay, this is what we want. And I said, okay, we'll do this. Okay, so that's how I do my workshops with my teachers, grade exam. So I'm doing that and free. I'm not using that word free as the politicians are saying, you know, like, oh, free, oh, you're spoiled. No, we are not charging anything extra for that, is what I'm saying. Okay. And you have been in my classes, so you know how my classes are. So one teacher apparently is asking the other teachers who are attending the classes. So when the teachers are not attending the classes, teachers, private teachers, are not attending the classes, we ask, like, why you didn't come to the class? You could have asked some questions. You don't have any doubts. You don't want to sort of ask anything. So this man was asked, like, why you don't attend classes? You don't like these classes? So this man apparently went to the teachers during a examination or some place like that. He asked the teachers, why do you attend his workshops? Meaning, why these people attend my workshops? Why? Well, don't you know what the things that he is teaching you? Do you have to attend his classes to understand what he is teaching you? Don't go, is what he's saying. because he was asked sometimes when sometimes, no, occasionally, not every day. Sometimes when we are working like this, uh, in person, especially in person, when we are working like this, some teacher will ask a certain question, and it's not always possible to understand a question that easily. Unless we are working together for a long time. Now, like if any of you ask me a question, I would immediately understand what you're asking because we know our languages. What do you mean by saying that? What you want to know, I can understand, but not always. Huh? Uh, so I would ask the teacher, no, okay, no, I don't understand what you mean by that. Can you please do that? Okay, come here, take this paper and write. Huh? I'm not able to do this. When I'm teaching my students, I teach like this, my students don't understand. What should I do? Means you have to draw and show, right? So that is the problem. Do you understand what I mean? They are not able to draw there like the other teachers there. Some of the teachers will be, if that's a workshop, so the most of the teachers will be working with me. So his quality will be, he won't work. His quality will be poor. So he doesn't want to show that his quality is poor. So he doesn't want to come and he's stopping others from coming. Is that sad? Why should we feel sad for someone who is stupid? Okay. Okay, we have come up to this. Okay. Okay. Now I'm going to ask you a question where what you have understood and so on and so forth. Huh? That is a crimson. I'm going to take a little bit of vermilion out there and mix a blue, green, and make a dark color to make the black. We don't use black, right? Learn not to use black, but you can use Prussian blue with crimson and vermilion and a little bit of green or a little bit of burnt sienna. Make a dark but watery color. Watery color will always be transparent. Okay, watery color will not become very thick. When it dries, it won't become thick, but it will give you a dark feel, a feel of a darker color. That is exactly what we want.
சார்
Not always, Amma.
இல்ல ஒரு டவுட் தான் சார். சார் சில பேர் வந்து வாட்டர் கலர் பார்த்தா 5-6 லேயர் கொடுக்குறாங்க சார். சில பேர் வந்து வாட்டர் கலர்னா 2 லேயர் கொடுக்கணும், மேக்ஸிமம் 3 லேயர் மேல கொடுக்க கூடாது அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்க சார். உங்களோட ஒப்பீனியன் உங்களோட
மூணு லேயர்ல வந்து if you can get the value scale. So 3 layer can create 5 values, right? See, overlapping will also be there, yeah. Overlapping will also be there, so it can give 5 layers. Okay, with 5 layers, some of the paintings can be shown. I have done, in museums, I have seen master works which have about 10 layers. 10 layers, not all over. எல்லா இடத்துலயும் 10 layers வந்துகிட்டு இருக்காது. அப்படி இல்லை. I don't mean that. இங்க பாருமா. So that stage is good. Okay. Now I'm going to go to the darker one. Where are you? Okay. My charging too has to happen, you know. Okay, that is 34 there. See, the more layers you have, the painting is going to become dull. That is very, very true. Your painting will become dull with more layers. So less layers is what is interesting. And we have also studied about something called low key painting, high key painting. Remember? Yeah. Low key painting. A low key painting is one which is dark. Okay, high contrast, very high contrast, and mostly it is dark. High key painting is very light. We don't go to dark at all. Okay, see the crimson, there's a little bit of crimson, but mostly vermilion and Prussian blue. Okay, now I'm mixing a green to it. Now it is turning into a brown. Still it is warm. Now I'm mixing more blue. Now this should look like black. Okay. Shall I do the eyes before I do anything else? So less layers is beautiful. Now I have given one layer. This is called one layer, isn't it? Or would you call it something else? யார்மா கேட்டது?
சார் நான் தான் சார் கேட்டேன், சண்முகப்பிரியா.
சண்முகப்பிரியா, ஓகேம்மா. இப்போ ஆக்சுவலாக சண்முகப்பிரியா தான் கேட்டேன் இல்லை? இப்போ அவ மேலே தூக்கி போட்ட முடியாது. சரியா? இப்போ என்னன்னா கொஞ்சம் கேர்ஃபுல்லாக தான் இருக்கணும். இது கொஞ்சம் கேர்ஃபுல்லாக வச்சுட்டு அப்புறம் வர. சரி, இட் லுக்ஸ் லைக் பிளாக், ரைட்? But it is not black. So what we do to solve that problem? How do we face that problem? Well, let's not talk about solving problem. Let's talk about how do we face that problem. We plan two layers and develop with one more darker tone. Just one more darker tone. What will happen? We'll get the necessary depth. We know that we need at least 3. Yes, sir. Yeah, class, sir. As soon as the class is over, I'll come. Yeah. Okay. I don't understand here, honestly. When you don't have any other work, people think that their work is the biggest. I think my work is the biggest. Like he also can think that his work is the biggest. Okay. After that, we'll reduce the eye. We can bring one more dark to the color and so on and so forth. Let me do the other eye too. அப்ப எங்க டார்க் வரணும், எந்த வேல்யூ எங்க வரணும் அப்படின்றது கிளியரா எடுத்துக்கிட்டு ஒரு 5 வேல்யூவா பிரிச்சுக்கிறோம். 5 வேல்யூவா பிரிச்சுக்கிட்டு we make 3 applications. Instead of making 5 applications, we make 3 applications. Do you understand what I'm saying, Shanmugapriya? இல்லையா? இல்ல கிளியரா தெரியலன்னு. என்னன்னா see, I'm going into a lot of detail here. So if I don't go into that much detail, I can just do that. I can do one line with one dark color. And I just do that. Covered that by mistake. So how I manipulate my strokes is what is going to get us the result. Upper less is more. Less is more. Upper less we can manage, yes. But what if we are not able to manage? Then you should not be restricted. அப்போ வந்து ஐயோ இன்னும் கலர் வைக்க கூடாது, ஐயோ நான் என்ன செய்வேன் எல்லாம் படம் வீணாயிடுச்சு. No, it's not true. என்ன பிள்ளை இந்த ஆளுக்கு வேணுமா? என்ன பிள்ளை? ஆமா, அதை எப்படி போட போறாங்க இவங்க? சரியா? நமக்கு வந்து we have certain rules. Yeah. நமக்கு வந்து ஒரு சில rules வந்து we have made ourselves. Right? So those rules like don't use black, don't use white, let all the colors be transparent, and all those rules are there, and we have those rules, and we know that we have to follow that rules, and we know how to follow those rules. Right? It's not as if those rules are so difficult. I'm not able to understand what the rules are. Of course, all of us understand what the rules are. Right? We don't have any problem in understanding rules, isn't it? Illama? Understanding rules, we are able to, we do understand rules. But So that is the reason why now in religion, especially in religion, the religious people always say, be with one religious group, your own religious group. Don't go to other people's religious meetings. Don't join with other people because they are going to confuse you. What are they going to confuse? They are going to be doing the same thing. And if they see ours, they might follow ours, even the teachers. Okay. But they will say, don't do this. They'll say, don't do this. Who is getting disturbed? We are getting disturbed. Tomorrow they are going to be following us and we are going to be following them. When we have a clear technique, why should we go for somebody else's technique? I hope you understand what I'm trying to say. I'm not saying they are right, not right, they are bad. No, I'm not at all that. What I'm trying to say is, when you have a very clear technique, follow that and try. Five layers, is it necessary? If it is necessary, have 5 layers. If it is not necessary, why have 5 layers? என்னம்மா என்ன சொல்றேன்னு தெரியுதா சண்முக பிரியா? சரியா? அதான் சொல்றேன். அதாவது ரைட் ராங் அப்படின்றத விட எது வந்து நமக்கு வந்து கன்வீனியன்ட்டா இருக்கு, எது விச் இஸ் யூஸ்ஃபுல் டு அஸ், விச் இஸ் கன்வீனியன்ட் டு அஸ், நம்மளுடைய லேர்னிங், வி ஹாவ் அ சர்டன் கைண்ட் ஆஃப் லேர்னிங், ஓகே, which I have developed understanding old masters. I developed understanding old masters. Okay. Yeah, old masters, because they have succeeded in doing a certain kind of painting and their paintings are still considered to be the best. So I have taken from them. I have taken from them. அப்படின்னு சொல்லிட்டு வர்றப்ப naturally mine is going to be a good example. இல்லையா? நயாச்சே டபக்குன்னு தட்டிவிட்டேன். Mine is going to be a good example. என்னம்மா டைம் என்னம்மாச்சு? இன்னும் 45 minutes இருக்கு. Okay, I think this is going to be difficult to complete in 45 minutes. So I'm going to concentrate on what needs to be absolutely done and what can be sort of left out. Okay. Okay, now we have a dark here. We have an absolute dark area out here. Okay. We'll see how we can handle that. What is the darkest that we have? the iris, huh? Isn't it? The iris is the darkest that we have. So if this is almost the iris color, then this is black, right? Any higher on Sentia?
இப்பதான் வெளில போயிட்டு வந்து சேர்ந்தோம்.
Okay, okay, okay. இல்ல கேள்வி என்ன வந்துச்சு, சில ஆர்டிஸ்ட் வந்து 5 லேயர் செய்யறாங்க, சில ஆர்டிஸ்ட் வந்து 2 லேயர் தான் செய்யணும் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்களே. சில ஆர்டிஸ்ட்னா டீச்சர்ஸ் அப்படின்னு சொல்றாங்களே, அத என்ன எதுன்னு நான் தான் என்ன சொல்றேன், எவ்வளவு வேணுமோ அவ்வளவு செய்யலாம். இப்ப இங்க how many layers have I kept? Shanmugapriya, in this place how many layers have I kept?
சார் எந்த இடத்துல சார் கேக்குறீங்க?
இந்த இடத்துலமா.
இப்ப செகண்ட் கிரே போட்டு கூட black வந்து சேர்த்தம்போது third layer வந்து இருக்கு சார்.
செகண்ட் லேயர் தான்.
ஓகே. சரி.
ஒயிட் இருந்துச்சு, ஒரு கிரே வச்சேன், I had a gray, now I put the darker gray.
ஓகே, நான் ஆரஞ்சு மேல பண்ணீங்கன்னு நினைச்சிட்டேன் சார்.
இல்ல ஒயிட், இங்க ஒயிட் தான் விட்டுருக்கேன், அதே மாதிரி ஒயிட் தான், it was white. Okay. Okay, now here it becomes black. Okay, here it becomes black. இங்க ஒரு ரெண்டாவது லேயர் தானே இது இல்லையா? This is the second layer here, right? Okay, so with the second layer we can complete this, but can we do the same thing with the eye? Actually the second application I completed it. Okay, second application I completed it. So 2 layers, but if I have to touch it one more time, nothing wrong in that. So if you see the artists who are sort of have strict rules and regulations, if you see them, if you see their work, they will not show it when they are breaking their rules. The recording will not show what they are doing when they are breaking their rules. They break their rules. என்ன பிள்ளை இருந்தாலும் வந்து என்னைய கூப்பிட்டு இருக்கு இப்ப வந்து வெளியே வா என்னமோ கூப்பிட்டு இருந்துச்சு. என்னது
தண்ணியே 2 வாரமா வருது, சுத்தி கூட தண்ணி இல்ல. அவளும் அதே தான் சொல்றா, ரிஷிமாவும் அதே தான் சொல்றா, இவங்களும் அதே தான் சொல்றாங்க. தண்ணி கூட இல்ல.
சரி, அதுக்கு நான் என்ன செய்ய முடியும்?
போர்வெல் வாட்டர் இருக்காங்க, அங்க ஒன் செகண்ட் போர்வெல் போகுது.
யாரு? சரி, what do they expect me to doன்றாங்க. அதுல தான் எனக்கு வர்ற கேள்வி. There's nothing that I can do. பின்னாடி இருந்து குத்தி விட்டுட்டு இருக்கா. எனிவே, சரிம்மா, இப்போ வந்து இந்த இடத்துல வந்து 2 லேயர் வச்சிருக்கேன் அப்படின்னு வச்சுக்கிறோம். இப்போ this is I'm doing a gray so that there can be dimension. If there is only one black, it will look like a cutout. So I'm doing a gray. So this is, Muskan, you were talking about how to create the fur effect. So let the brush strokes move alongside the movement of the hair.
We can't do with the flat brush, right, sir?
I am going with a flat, not an absolute flat, but I'm going with an angular flat.
Okay, sir.
Because the angular flat, you can no, like you can fill the area. See, if I'm going to be filling the area, look at this. I can do that. I can do that, and I want a very fine line. I can do with that fine tip. And Shanmugapriya, when we are doing this, see this exercise. Okay, actually, this will not be considered as a second layer. This will be the first layer because it is wet on wet. Get my point? Yeah, we have to understand those points also. Hmm? பிள்ளை நம்பர் நான் போன்ல இருக்கணும். ஓ அப்படியா? So we go to this area and we establish the far field. Just a little bit of suggestion should create the feel of depth and the furry movement. Okay, so see how that has developed. Huh? Well, I'm going to. What I'm trying to do is I'm trying to complete this at least. I don't know if we will have. It's already 1 o'clock. And the mosquitoes are reminding me that it is mosquito time. Okay, we come to that and we do something very similar. அவர் என்ன பண்றதுக்கு இருக்கு? அது மாத்திரம் இல்லாம என்னமோ பெரிய அதிகாரி மாதிரி பேசிட்டு இருக்கான் ஒருத்தன். பின்னாடி உட்காந்துருந்தோம்ல. இல்ல பிள்ளை, அந்த ஆள் பிரசிடென்ட் ரொம்ப கரெக்டா பேசும் பிள்ளை. ஆமா, ஏன் அவ்வளவு ரூடா பேசிட்டு இருந்தா அந்த ஆளு? பேச மாட்டானே அப்படி. So that is how we control things. This side has to be darker. This side can be almost covered. This has fur. Mosquito is trying to eat me. Let me just spray some. The only problem is with watercolor, if I spray this and a little bit of color comes and sticks on this, the whole painting is gone. Some areas will need a lot of detailing. Some areas don't need a lot of detailing. So we should know what comes where. Now, like the teeth, if you remember, we don't paint the whole, we don't draw the whole teeth. We just draw a little bit and it looks all right. Almost a dry brush work. Huh? And there will be whiskers. It's not very visible here. So we'll have to paint the whiskers also. Huh? And there is a shadow here. Underneath, the shadow is heavier. Move with the flow of the fur. Hmm? So if you move with that, even the blank areas will look as if the fur is there. As usual, you can't take anything for granted. You can't just say, oh, I'll just handle this light. I will make this just move like that, it'll work. No, you have to paint everything. There was well, I should say is or was, he's no more, an artist, a still life painter, a fantastic still life painter, whose paintings would look as if they are photographs. Huh? So one art critic, or rather a critic or art journalist, who was just taking notes from various places and talking to artists and finding out what is happening, and sort of a research person, we should say, who was taking notes and making books about artists. So that artist name was Ken Davis. So sharp detail. Uh, see how little bits of strokes is creating a movement. Hmm? Don't draw all over. Just draw in few places and let it move all over. So this man was looking at Ken Davis' paintings. There was an exhibition. Ken Davis was not painting actually. Ken Davis was there, and he saw Ken Davis' paintings, and he has seen his paintings, but he never knew how he painted them. And then he asked Ken Davis, "Sir, I've been watching your paintings for a long time, and uh, you you have a certain trick." Well, that's exactly the word he used. He asked Ken Davis, "You have a certain trick which makes your paintings look so realistic." And Ken Davis said, "Okay, yes, yes, yeah, I have a certain trick that makes my painting look very realistic, almost photorealistic, more than that." Uh, and yes, what is that? Simple, man. Like it's a very simple trick, but it is a trick where you paint every single detail. You understand what he said? So he said the trick is to paint every detail, not just do something and you get the painting. No, you have to paint every detail. How do I show? I really don't know if I. No, I don't. See what's happening? தெரியுதாம்மா இப்ப இல்ல இப்ப இப்படி இப்படி எடுத்துட்டோம் அப்படின்னா இட்ஸ் அ டிஃப்ரெண்ட் திங். Okay, because I don't want to sort of leave the painting unfinished because I don't know if we are going to have one more class. So I just wanted to complete the painting. So painting has to be done. It just doesn't happen. Understand that. Painting has to be painted. So when artists say, "I just did 2 layers here," if you don't see the painting, no, like if I say I just did 2 layers here, you'll have to agree to what I say because you are looking at my painting, right? You are looking at my painting, and when I say just 2 layers, it is 2 layers. I'm not doing 5 layers and saying 2 layers. No, no, I'm not saying that that person who said 5 layers is 2 layers, did only 2 layers or did 5 layers. No, I'm not commenting on that, but I'm saying when you see a painting and the description is given and you are confused as to how on earth was this done. They say only 2 layers, but there seems to be 5 layers. Means maybe there are 5 layers. They are saying 2 layers. They think it is 2 layers, but maybe there are 5 layers. Okay. So don't be confused by that. Go and do what you want to do. Yes, Shanmugapriya? Do what you want to do. uh, all said and done, what do we want? We want a good painting. Huh? Okay? And technique is there, of course, yes. There is something called technique, yes. I don't deny that there is a technique. I say, yes, there is a technique. But it's your painting and you do what you want to do as long as you're happy with your painting. But if you use black, yeah, that's like uh, having a, now you're making food and you say you're going to be making some vegetable uh, biryani or vegetable something, and you add a little bit of chicken soup in it. Now that's not allowed, right? That's not allowed. So your way of painting. You say transparent painting, you can't use white. Huh? Your painting should not be thick. Mm, and the red belt is very interesting. So I just wanted to attempt on that. Okay, so okay, let me see if I can do the red belt fast. Hmm? Okay, so only half I could finish. Huh? So let me take a photograph of this half and show you what it looks like. Okay, I have to do the. It's not very visible, but we will have to do it. Huh? Mm, which is I am not able to complete the painting because we don't have the time. Huh? And we don't know if we are going to have any more classes. இல்லையா தெரியாது இல்லையா ஐயரே ஐயர் sir is not here. He is gone off again. Okay, so let me just do a little bit of touching up where these colors merge. Hmm? சரி அம்மா any questions? Any questions regarding this? I'll just take a full photograph. I'll also take a half a photograph and show you what it looks like. But you understand, right? Muskan was very specific about how to do fur with watercolor. I hope it was satisfactory. Yes, Muskan.
Yes, sir. The eyes are
Okay.
very realistic, sir.
Yeah, not the fur.
Fur is also nice, but the eyes, mainly.
Yeah, the eyes have come out very well. Yes. Let me take close-ups. As I just want to show. See, that's exactly what I want to show. Yeah. Yeah, we can like there is so much more to do, but A3 size. Let's see. And if with that you close that. Uh-oh. With that, you close that and you see the effect. Hmm? We can do a little more here, but let's just leave it at this. Okay. So, guys, let's see. I'll talk to Mr. Raghuram and Sweta and then let you know what we are going to be doing further. Okay. When you guys come to meet them, so on and so forth. Huh? Let me just draw a few. Okay. I'm not going to sign that. I don't know if I'm going to finish it. If I finish this, then I will post it. Okay. Okay, then let me close the